Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, where do I even begin? Seeing Jason Morgan finally freed from that awful WSB captivity has been nothing short of a miracle. I know our hearts were beating right out of our chests watching him walk back into Port Charles. After everything that poor man has been through, you would think the universe would give him a moment of peace. But Lord knows, peace is rare around here. Jason is back, and he is a changed man. The trauma of being locked away has shifted his soul. His entire world right now is his sweet boy, Danny Morgan. Jason is pouring every ounce of his energy into being a father, making up for lost time. It is a beautiful thing to witness, but it also means his romantic life is being pushed right to the back burner. And then, bless her heart, there is our fiery Britt Westbourne. You just have to feel for her right now. She was so incredibly overjoyed when Jason finally came home. I think we all expected this grand, sweeping romantic reunion, the kind that makes you swoon, but reality has a funny way of throwing a wrench into the works. Britt is drowning in responsibilities over at General Hospital. To get her position back and prove her worth, she has had to take on an absolute mountain of extra shifts and duties. The poor woman is running herself ragged, burning the candle at both ends just to keep her head above water. She is exhausted, she is stressed, and she barely has a moment to catch her breath, let alone plan a romantic evening with the man she loves. It is so heartbreaking to watch this emotional distance grow between them. Instead of pulling them together, the writers are clearly keeping them apart, both physically and mentally. You can just feel the chill setting in. Jason is wrapped up in fatherhood, trying to navigate the delicate waters of raising a son after being gone for so long. Britt is buried under medical charts, hospital politics, and the sheer exhaustion of her daily life. They love each other, I truly believe that, but love sometimes just is not enough when the timing is this terribly off. It feels like the universe is intentionally pulling them in completely opposite directions. You just want to reach into the screen, shake them both, and tell them to wake up before it is too late. Now, hold on to your hats, because we have to talk about the elephant in the room, and it is a massive one. Britt is carrying a secret that is heavier than a ton of bricks. Goodness gracious, she has been hiding the truth about the man we all knew as Nathan West from Jason and everyone else. The fact that Nathan was actually Cassius Faison in a twisted twin swap is a bombshell that could shatter half the town. Britt knew the truth. She knew, and she chose to keep her lips zipped. Now, I understand wanting to protect the people you care about, but in a town like Port Charles, secrets are like a bad infection. They always spread, and they always cause incredible pain when they finally come to light. Why on earth she did not confide in Jason is simply beyond my comprehension. That secret is a ticking time bomb sitting right smack in the middle of their relationship. Jason has always been a man who needs absolute trust. He has lived his whole life in a world where a lie can get you killed, so honesty is his love language. When he inevitably finds out that Britt looked him in the eye and hid the truth about Cassius Faison, it is going to be devastating. It is going to add so much unnecessary weight to a relationship that is already cracking under the pressure of their separate lives. Britt must be walking around with a knot in her stomach every single day, terrified of the moment that shoe finally drops. It is a terrible way to live, and it is silently eating away at whatever foundation she and Jason have left. And just when you think things cannot get any more complicated, in walks a brand new distraction, and a very handsome one at that. Enter Dr. Tristan Roberts. Oh my stars, this man is shaking things up over at General Hospital. He is a highly skilled, incredibly confident new surgeon who just arrived in town for the big milestone 16,000th episode. And let me tell you, from the very first moment he and Britt crossed paths, the sparks were flying in every direction. But these were not romantic sparks at first, oh no. They locked horns immediately. Britt, with her sharp tongue and fierce independence, did not take kindly to this new hotshot strutting down her hallways. They have been bickering and challenging each other at every turn. It is a tale as old as time, really. We have all seen it happen. A man and a woman who cannot stand to be in the same room together suddenly realize that all that fiery arguing is actually just a whole lot of hidden passion. Tristan is not intimidated by Britt in the slightest, and I think that secretly thrills her. He pushes back. He challenges her medical opinions, he matches her witty remarks, and he does not back down when she gets her hackles up. For a woman who is dealing with an emotionally distant boyfriend and a crushing workload, Tristan's undivided, albeit frustrating attention is probably a breath of fresh air. While Jason is off, being a devoted father to Danny, Tristan is right there in the trenches with Britt, day in and day out. Now, we have to take a little detour and talk about something truly frightening that is brewing in the background, because it is going to crash right into Britt's world. Poor Anna Devane. My heart just breaks for her. She is secretly suffering from these horrifying, vivid hallucinations of that monster, Peter August. It is driving her down a very dark, very destructive path. Anna is losing her grip on reality, consumed by this agonizing need for revenge against a ghost that only she can see. She is becoming unpredictable and dangerous. Knowing the tangled, messy history between Peter, Anna, and Britt, it is only a matter of time before Anna's delusions make her see Britt as a target. It is a terrifying thing to behold. I am so worried for Britt. She is completely unaware of the danger that is stalking her. She is just trying to survive her shifts and keep her relationship afloat, having no idea that Anna's fractured mind is weaving a web of vengeance that might just trap her. When Peter August gets inside someone's head, even from beyond the grave, he leaves nothing but destruction in his wake. Anna's going to snap, and when she does, she is going to come after Britt with everything she has. It is going to be a terrifying moment, a true life or death situation where Britt is going to need a hero, and she is going to need one fast. Naturally, in the past, that hero would have been Jason Morgan riding to the rescue without a second thought. But here is where the story takes a heartbreaking turn. I have this sinking feeling in my chest that when that terrifying moment arrives, when Britt is in desperate need of saving from Anna's wrath, Jason is not going to be there. He is going to be tied up with Danny or dealing with his own complicated family drama. Jason is going to let her down. It will not be intentional. Bless his heart, he would never want to see her hurt, but he simply will not be there when it counts the most. And for a woman like Britt, who has finally let her guard down and trusted a man to be her rock, that absence is going to feel like a physical blow. It is going to be the final shattering proof that she is no longer the center of his universe. So, who is going to swoop in and save the day? You guessed it, Dr. Tristan Roberts. When Anna makes her move, I just know it will be Tristan who happens to be in the right place at the right time. He is going to step between Britt and danger, risking his own safety to protect a woman he supposedly cannot stand. Can you imagine the intensity of that moment? The sheer terror followed by the overwhelming relief of being saved by the very man who drives you crazy. Tristan is going to prove that underneath all that arrogance and swagger, he is a man of deep courage and fierce protectiveness. He is going to be the hero that Jason was supposed to be, and that is going to change everything for Britt. After a near-death experience like that, emotions are going to be running higher than a kite in a windstorm. The adrenaline will be pumping, hearts will be racing, and all those unspoken fiery feelings between Britt and Tristan are going to boil right over. I can see it so clearly in my mind's eye. They will be alone, catching their breath, realizing how close they came to tragedy. Tristan will look into her eyes, checking to see if she is okay, and the distance between them will just vanish. They are going to share a kiss, a passionate, undeniable, earth-shattering first kiss, and right then and there, Britt will be crossing a line she can never uncross. If she is still technically with Jason, this will be a betrayal born out of fear and profound loneliness. Oh, the guilt and confusion that will wash over her afterward. Britt is not a malicious person. She truly loves Jason. But how can you ignore the man who just saved your life, especially when the man you love has been so distant? That kiss is going to turn her entire world upside down. It will be a massive turning point, forcing her to confront the reality that her relationship with Jason might just be a beautiful chapter that is coming to an end. The writing is clearly on the wall, my friends. General Hospital is setting the stage for a spectacular romantic shift. The secrets, the distance, the undeniable chemistry with a handsome new doctor, it is all a recipe for a beautiful, heartbreaking disaster. I, for one, will be glued to my screen waiting to see exactly how this love triangle explodes. It is going to be television at its absolute finest, filled with all the drama, heartache, and romance that keeps us coming back day after day.